Hello, good people. I'm Colonel Failure, and you're watching Soviet and Republic Resources Workers. And we're here at the outpost of Tantrum, where things are. I mean, they're more or less as they have been for the last, I don't know how many episodes it's been. Several, I would imagine. I just watched the train leave. That was quite nice, wasn't it? Good. Well, I mean, get used to that, because I'm going to be working on some more trains today, and probably the next time as well, because I've decided I want to do more trains on this, because I like the trains on this. They're rather good. I like how let's go find the train, and then I can describe why I like it at the same time as showing you. There we go. It feels very grounded to the network. The way the physics work, it just does make it feel, solid and lumpen in a good way, in the way that you would want things to feel solid and lumpen. Anyway, additional train is what is required to make this more exciting, I reckon. And I've got a scheme to do just that. Now, several of you have suggested that my path to glory is going to lie in exporting far more goods than I am doing at the moment. That's fine. That's understandable. And a few of you have said, do a bit of oil. And I've gone, all right, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of oil. So I'm going to do a bit of oil. There we go. I'm going to continue to see if I'd not turned the interface off here, I could lock onto the train and I wouldn't have to be doing this incredibly shoddy kernel cam. But there you go. It's all good. I mean, this track's a bit lumpy, but it's all good. Yeah, go on there, lads. Go do some work and make a pittance of a profit, because it really is a pittance of a profit. Anyway, what I have chosen to look into is oil. I mean, that wasn't a surprise, because we all just talked about that a moment ago. And using the mini-map, because you all yelled at me when I did it by hand previously, I have detected some oil. Or rather, the mini-map detected some oil. I went over there and verified that it was in fact oil. And it's a bit of a trek. Not a huge trek, but it is a bit of a trek. It's, keep going. It's a trek, certainly. A bit of one, most definitely. And it is about here by this pond. If we now bring up the oil rig here, you'll see nothing much. And then over here, it's black gold, as far as the eye can, for almost as far as the eye can see, if the eye doesn't see very far at all. But I could certainly get a good number of rigs in here. Now, the bonus to this is that oil rigs themselves, they don't need workers. You just turn them on and leave it rolling, which is brilliant, because what it means is that I can effectively build myself a little bit of oil riggery and storage out here, with a rail station to come pick it up, and then just fling it all straight out the door. Now, there is a price difference, obviously. If we go to resource status here, that's not helpful. No, that's not what we want. No, none of this helps me. I want the import-output manifest. No, that's stats and stuff. What about this one? Global prices. There we go. Right, now, oil. There it is. It sells for 19.2 rubles per bucket, and that's okay. Now, does it have refined oil as a separate entity, or would that then become fuel? It becomes fuel. And fuel goes for 74. Ooh! Yeah, so, I mean, quite the uplift there if I started doing fuel. I could then also sell, I think bitumen is a byproduct of fuel. I can't remember, it's been a while since I did it. But yeah, pretty sure that is, no, don't you have to put some gravel in it or something? Can't remember. Anyway, we can start out by knocking out fuel, just in its oily form, and then build a refinery later on and do something a bit more, a bit more tasteful with it and export that. All right? Okay. Everybody on board? Yeah. Oh, chemicals. Chemicals are very pricey, aren't they? Maybe I could do that later on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Right. So, first job, I suppose, is, I could do whatever job in whatever order I fancy, but I'm going to start out with some railways. We're going electrified, because I've chosen to do electric railways so far. Hang on. In fact, is everything electrified here? Everything is electrified here. Right, off we go. Now then, I could flatten all this out ahead of time, which would probably be a smart thing to do. But I'm not going to. We're going to just use the inbuilt flattening majesty to get this done. So we're just going to head out this way a bit. Yeah, go on, stick that in. Yeah. Now I'm paying for all of this, but the hope is that such will be the profits generated, which is by no means certain. That this is a net winner. But I'm going to probably sink a couple of million rubles into this escapade. So there is that. Now then, you've reached a lake. Do you go north, south, or speak to the wizard in the corner of the room? Okay, right. Well, hold on. Let's see where we're actually going, shall we? Because plumbing in some kind of route ahead of time would probably be advisable. And going zooming out. That's a smooth way to do it. So we're going over here. So I think if we skirt down by the side of the lake there, probably gouge out some kind of tunnel type behaviour through the mountain, end up around here, something like that, with some tanks and pompy pumps, then we'll probably be fine. Okay. There's a lot of uncertainty in that description, but hey, yeah, it's gonna be what it is. Right, come here, you. Grab that. You come out this way as well. We're now going to want to do some kind of manoeuvre. How do you feel about some corners? Oh, I feel magical about them. Well, that's good. Do you feel Soviet about them? Because that's kind of what we need. Now, this is a long route, and I have read conflicting pieces of information vis-a-vis profitability. The conflicting pieces of information in question are, number one, you're best off shipping stuff from as close to the border as possible. Because you don't make as much. Well, you make exactly the same price no matter how far it's travelled, which stands to reason, actually, given that there's a listed price per barrel, which means I can invalidate number two, which says that the better course of action is to ship it as far as possible. I think you're thinking of transport fever, because that's how that works. In this one, if the price of if a barrel of oil is 19 rubles and 20 shekels, then oh no, it's not. It's kopecks, isn't it? Kopecks? I think it's kopecks, isn't it? Yeah, your ruble and kopek. That's the business. Yeah, if it's 19 rubles 20 kopecks for a barrel of oil, that's how much you're going to get. That's not come out well. No. I seem to recollect that tunnelling is a separate entity. Yeah, it probably is. All right, okay, so build railway tunnel. This build a railway tunnel, look. Build railway tunnel, build railway tunnel. That's bridge. It says bridge. The word bridge is clearly present. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, so is the short. Well, if we face the right way, I can actually see the pond we're aiming for. So if I just what about this? Your tunnel is above the terrain at some stage. Well, how do I put a tunnel in if it's not above the terrain at some stage? I'm going to need to turn the wireframe on, aren't I? That seems to be self-evident. Right, if we go from about here, I'll delete back a bit if I have to. I mean, I've already decided that I'm going to invest quite heavily in this behaviour. Nope. It doesn't want to play ball. Why is this giving me the old runaround? All right, if we can't go from there, can we go from here? No, you're above ground at some point. What am I doing wrong? I've built tunnels before and it hasn't given me trouble. Oh, hold on. There we go. We can build a tunnel there. All right, do it. Yeah, I don't know if it's in the right place, in the wrong place, or what. But if it will allow it, I'm going to have it. I'm going to make this a one-way tunnel, a two-way tunnel, because that will be an adventure. Yeah, because my intention is to run multiple trains. Yeah, probably two. Oh, all the multiples then. Yeah. 2 trains is what I'm thinking of running, and rather than building 2 sets of double tracking my tunnel, I'll fiddle with signals till I'm good at them. All right, you're still being built apparently. Well, it's a tunnel. I mean, these things don't get built overnight. Yeah, I'm just hoping you connect up correctly, because if you don't, that could be poor. Right, where did I leave the far end? Here, look. Oh, okay, there it is. Right, yeah. So with a couple of trains running on this, do you want to finish off your Kopek talk? No, I think people have largely got the gist. All right, okay. So yeah, just building it longer for the sake of building it longer. don't think that's going to accomplish anything. Zoom out a bit. And therefore, we should do it this way. So we're doing it this way. Yeah, so therefore... Oh, no, hold on, I'm finishing the thought. Yeah, building close to the whatnot, building close to the border that you're exporting via is actually the smart thing to do. Because you're not wasting time with stuff in transit. We've got all kinds of electrification warnings going on, and I'm not sure I've connected these up. Let's give it some time. Let's wait for that to stop ticking down like it's, you know, like it's having a bad day. You look connected up, though. To be honest, it'd be nice if my cursor wasn't moving at flipping just a million miles an hour. No electricity, no electricity. Is the tunnel not electrified? Can you electrify a tunnel? If I can't electrify a tunnel, we're going to have some trouble with this train. Just, you know, FYI. Maybe the tunnel's not finished yet. Okay. All right. So maybe that's, you know, we just hold the faith while the tunnel is constructed, because this is still ticking down really quite a lot. So obviously there's still some work going on there. Right, well, I'll turn my attention over here. We'll fix that in a minute if I need to. Jawohl. I know I spelt wrong, but it's close. Right, now then, how many pumps do you reckon we can get in here and it do well? Well, I'm going to go for as many as I can get in, because if that means I need to run more than 2 trains, then I will do. So if we stick one here, now we need pipeline. There's a risk whereby how do you rotate these things? Right click? No, it is just R, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not. There's something else. R and no, that's rotating the facing this way. It's been a long time since I was doing stuff like this. I'm sure. Oh no, hold on. You left click and rotate? No. Well, okay, that just placed it. Let's call that number 1. All right. There must be a better way to rotate than that. I can't remember what it is. You can move the camera around, but that's not helpful. No, that's a 90-degree turn. What's the flipping rotate keys? I'm looking them up. It's mouse wheel. All right. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course, yes, because mouse wheel usually zooms you in and out, unless you're building something, when it spins stuff around, because that's not the smartest way to do it. But no, it is a way to do it, and it's good. And don't get me wrong, it's quite smart to multi-function things, but... Right, okay, yeah, bash you in there. I want as close to... In fact, I'm going to give you a 1 dot overlap. Right, good. And then another one over here. I'll accept a 2 to 5 dot overlap on this. Yeah. Go on. There you go. That's it. Good. Yeah, you sit in there. Should we go for 3 to start with, or do you want to do a bit more? Yeah, keep it coming. You know, while there's oil to be had, we might as well have all of it. Okay. What's your problem? No. You know best. Well, no, I clearly don't. And you've got something to say it. All right. We'll go for 4 to start with. Right, these all need pumping into something. And that pump... Well, hold on. You're going to need a pump station for your trains to be pumped. Because obviously you're going to want to pump your trains. So what are we doing with that? Well, you've got pipeline. Yeah, no, hold on. Wasn't there some silly limitation with pipeline in terms of what you can link up? Oh, almost certainly. Oil fuel storage, yes. And then an oil loading whatnot. So if I hook those up directly, we should be golden. Gall? I was going somewhere, didn't. And oil, FYI, does produce both fuel and bitumen, both of which sell for a reasonable rate. So converting this later on is going to be a smart move. Right, I'm going to stick 1 tank here. Okay, hold on. You might want to zoom in and make sure that that's what you want. Okay, so there's the out. Yep. Okay, yeah? Yes. All right. And then I'm going to stick another tank right in front of it, because then we'll bring the output from that one into this. See? And we'll daisy chain those two together. Yeah. And then I'm going to stick 1 more tank in front of that. Why? Look, trust me, I've got a notion, and it might work. Okay, right. Let's plumb those in together. This, I mean, this is quite badly organised in terms of layout, but who really minds? Oh, hold on. Aren't you going to want a pumping station? Yeah, I probably am. Okay, so put that in here. Yes, I think you've gone wrong. So do I. One in. Does each one of these need a pumping station? Try it without, and then rebuild it if it does need one. Ah, loving your work. Right, okay. You, come here. Come here. Pipes. Yes. Very good. Right, except I want you in that one. Alright, okay. So that's the initial pipe setup there. In fact, this should just work. Or does it need electricity? It needs electricity, you wally. Okay, alright, that's fine. This one's really sort of pointing the wrong way, but I'm going to make it work anyway, because, you know, I'm that skilled. Yeah. Yeah, it's not 3 ins, it's 2 ins. Oh, it's 2 ins, 2 outs. Yeah, that's an out. Oh, yeah, oh. What are you going to do about that? Well, as luck would have it. No, not as luck would have it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do now, clever clogs? Oh, well. Funny you should mention that. I'm going to put another one of these in here. Yeah, that'll solve it. Well done. Good job. Yeah, excellent work. Yeah, that's definitely going to sort your problems out there. Look, at the worst case, I mean, I know I'm overspending here, but worst case scenario is I end up with quite a lot of stored oil, which you know I can turn into more Copex anytime it suits me. Can you fit in there? Yeah, good. Right, who's missing? Probably the one that's farthest away. Hold on, there is. Oh, so there's one over here. Well, how did that happen? I don't know, but it did. Okay. All right, that's not what you anticipated, is it? No, it really isn't. So I think we're probably going to want another oil tank, aren't we? Yeah, afraid so. Okay. That's it. Oh, why? Just, why can't I change the ins and outs on this? This will do. Will it? Yeah. All right, do that. Yeah, grab this. Yeah, whack it into there. Excellent. Right, start the daisy chaining. Hill causing obstruction. Don't allow the hill to cause an obstruction. Get over the hill and then do that. Right, good. So that's now those two actually serving some kind of purpose. This one serves some kind of purpose. Put that into the next one. Stick that one into this one. Yep. And then this one here can go into nowhere. Oh. Your best bet is to get this one to go into that one. Or this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might work. We might be able to just make it turn a corner quite aggressively. Let's have a look. All right, turn the corner aggressively. Yeah, there we go. That's it. All right, good. No, there's a building in the way. Yeah, I know. That's the building we're going into. If this flipping valve here could be made to accept rather than pump out oil, then we'd be good. But as it turns out, I've got it done. Right, what's this for? It's sitting there just thinking about life. Does it have running costs? Nope. Okay, well, in that case, it's fine. Right, because I've got very little imagination, this is Dallas. Yeah, save. Good. Yeah. Right, because it's Dallas. Right, where did I leave my train track? Where am I? Where did I leave my train track? Look at the camera. Oh, yeah, it's over here somewhere. Yeah, oh, look, it's even here. It's quite obvious. Have you all now got electricity? Is this all linked up correctly? Oh, blow me it is. All right, great. Now, I've still got to do electrification coming out this far, but that's okay. Now then, we want a station in here somewhere, and I should probably flatten it before putting it in. But I'm going to try putting it in without flattening it and see how we get on, because that's sensible. Right, okay, roll it in. Now then, ins, outs. Okay, yeah, there's ins. We want them. Yeah, and then train track. Okay. So if I put you in there, yep, then you can talk to the hamper that is full of goodness at the moment. Okay, right. So, well, what are you going to do? I'm just going to slap it in here, and then we'll see how we get on. All right. Does it need to be long enough? If you're going to run what I suggest is likely to be a hectic number of wagons on here, Just, no, that's not what you want. You want this. Does it need to be long enough to be able to accommodate those wagons? Or will it just kind of pump through from wagon to wagon to fill up? I'm going to hope for the latter. But obviously, I have no evidence one way or the other at the moment. Because the other train that I'm running fits quite succinctly into the building. Alright, okay. Flatten the terrain a bit. That's good enough. If it turns green, it's flat enough. Apparently. Right, okay, do the same again. Now, I am double tracking this, despite the fact that actually I probably shouldn't. Show you working? No, no, I don't need to. Okay, alright, fine, carry on then. Right, round the corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's lovely. Good. All these really sharp bends, they really set things in motion. They look totally... Wait, you missed. Try again. There we go. Right, keep going. And off we go. Now, at some point, you're going to merge into being single track here. Yeah, not yet, though. Because I'm probably going to use quite a lot of queuing space. If I end up running a bunch of trains on here, then that's going to be great fun. There we are. That'll do. Has that created the junction? Yes, it has. All right. Okay, then. Good. Now then, electricity, please. Oh, yeah. Right, bring out the big stuff. We're not going to mess around with anything other than big stuff. It's a long way. Yeah, it is. But, you know, you're a soldier. You can handle this. All right, I need to find an electrical hookup. Well, where does this go? What are you? Hold on, where does this go? Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. This is basically poised and ready for you to extend. So get to it. All right, did that connect? It did. It's kind of hard to see the wires occasionally, but, you know, we muddle through. Right, yeah, keep going. Yeah, and keep going. Yep. Up and over the mountain, please. I mean, as much as it would be quite nice to bury these underground, we're not going to. Yeah, keep going. It's expensive, but we need electricity, and therefore, what are you going to do? But you're going to pay the money. I think we're at about 1.5 million rubles for this endeavour so far. So I tell you, these trains had better pay off really handsomely. Yeah, keep coming. Or should we just cut across now? Yeah, no, you can't. You could go this way, though. All right, well, that's controversial. All right, yep. Over here. Good. Right, now, before I go any further, we'll have a transformer in that's fairly close to the business side of things. About there. We'll probably do the job. Yeah. You know you haven't wired up any pipes to your station, right? Thank you. Good. I'll get to that in a moment. Right, grab this, slap it in here. Consider it slapped. Back it up. Get some pipes. Really? Oh yeah, I like to flit between jobs. It keeps me entertained. Actually, I've got a new scheme. Stick that one in there. We might be able to. If you come round here, yeah. Look, why are we doing this? Because I want to load this thing as fast as possible, and therefore I figure that by having multiple ins, you know, multiple sources pumping into the doodah there, we'll get some go-go. I've got no evidence of this, of course, but you know, we're going to try it anyway. We're going to run that one. You are, aren't you? Yeah, baby. Yeah, make it you know, complicated. Keep them guessing. Otherwise, they might catch us. Right. Okay. Yeah, you've got another out and another in there. Doesn't matter. It's all going to the same place. And don't forget, of course, you're probably going to want some pipes, some pumps, I should say. Well, yeah, but we're gonna see how we get on without pumps, and then go. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pump on here, because that's how you roll. Why get it right the first time when you could very easily get it wrong a few times first? Right. Okay. So all of this lot is going to need some juice. This will be enough to provide it if I can put it. There you go. Good. Right. Where's your inputs? Lozenge. It's there. Okay. Right there. And hopefully this isn't too much power. There you go. Stick that in there. I think I got them all. I might have just wiggled at the last minute and missed one, but I can always put another substation in. There's a building in the way. No. There isn't. There isn't a building in the way. See? Told you so. Right, now, theoretically, oh, there we go. Chunka, 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 and so forth. Right, you are doing 6.8 tons. Yeah. Good. Are you filling up? Yeah, but like really slowly? You are going really slowly, aren't you? One would imagine. Oh, hold on. That's possibly because we're outputting to here. How's this one doing? Well, it's filling up, but I wouldn't say it was going quickly. Yeah, it certainly doesn't feel like it's pulling from the second storage bay either. How's this going? Like, well slowly. All right, so... Well, you'd be talking about putting a pump in between each of the tanks, right? No, you could probably get away with it by putting a pump going to in here to speed it up. All right, how are you doing? I mean, this one's going quick. Have you got 2 in? Yeah, you have. You've got 2 coming in. So that's going to fill up. You'd probably want a pump to fill up this second one, which currently is not filling up at all. So presumably that is emptying as fast as it fills up, which means that this one is presumably emptying as soon as it fills up, which means it's going into here. It's only got five and a bit tons of whatnot, though. Yeah. All right. Well, look, this is worth an experiment then, isn't it? Okay. So, what's your experiment going to be? Are you filling? You are filling. So if I stick a pump in there, we'll find out relatively quickly whether a pump is going to make any difference. So that now will presumably fill up a bit quicker. Well, it's just filling up. All right. So if we slap a pump in, because that's what pumps are for, right? Is you know, they make things go faster than nature would normally permit. It's the mouse wheel. Thank you. Right, so you stick that here. You're probably going to need another friendly neighbourhood electrical substation here, but keep going. Right. All right, so there you go. You're now pumping. Yeah. Well, hold on. What's your problem? The destination is full. Ah. It isn't, though. What? Fuel loading, unloading. It's only got 1.1 tonne of fuel. It had more than that a minute ago. What? Check the input and output. Are you exporting it from there? No, that's empty. That shouldn't be empty. No, it shouldn't. This has got 10 tonnes and loading. Yeah, that apparently is full. But it had more in a minute ago. Yeah. Yeah, it had more in it a minute ago. Either that or it doesn't take multi-ins. Oh, I'm perplexed. And more than a little bit... That's empty. And it shouldn't be. Yeah. What have you done wrong? Oh, where do you want to start? Oh, shut up. That's got 20 tonnes in. Yeah. What have you got in? Nothing. What have you got in? 34 tonnes. So where are you going? I'm probably not going anywhere. All right. Okay. Well, how about... Oh, this is curious. Yeah, I think you need pumps everywhere. Yeah, I think I probably do as well. And these are all going fine. Look, this is all... They're all exporting merrily. So that's something. It's all going into a tanker. So we're not losing it. Tank, not tanker. Yes. Ah. Good. Right. Well, what are you doing? I'm just closing some windows down. Well, that's charming. Yeah, and you've got 1.1 tonne of oil. I don't understand. I'd have to review the footage to see what just happened. I've been Colonel Failure. Yeah, no, I'm stopping there. Why am I stopping here? Because that's enough. We're going to pick this up from here next time and figure out what, if anything, is the problem. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. You need some pumps. But we're going to look at that. There you go. That's your end of show action shot there. In fact, it's not dramatic enough. There you go. That's way more dramatic, but it doesn't look as good though. Hold on. Give me a moment. There. Look at that. Action. Shots. Dramatic. Subscribe to keep up with the series. I'll be back soon with another one. Thank you very much for watching, and cheerio. Well, the opportunities to make some money from oil are pretty significant, has to be said, because I can make a decent amount of money from the get-go just by exporting the raw crude, right? But then later on, got the opportunity to then expand that into fuel, which sells at what, 4 times, 5 times the amount of money. Well worth doing. So we're going to keep it simple to start with, and then see about expanding it upwards and outwards and sideways and beyond afterwards, and that should pan out nicely. It's a bit chaotic at the moment, but we like chaos.